should be the Jays' #1 trade target and their #1 free agent signing, says Jordan M. Good questions today, big dog.
Yeah,
You're doing well with it.
I like it. #1 trade target, #1 signing. Well, #1 trade target for me is Ketel Marte. That's #1 for me. He's over Jose Ramirez for me.
Does he have an extra year, or is it the same time?
He has 2 extra years.
2? I don't think so. I think that's
3.
not true.
Or not 3. Sorry, one extra year.
I think that he might at most have 1 more than Jose Ramirez.
Okay, I think for sure because my backs. I don't think it's 4 either. 4 total years. I think it's 3. So that's why that is another reason. But there's another reason because he has outfield eligibility, second base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's fine.
Right.
That's fine with me.
So
because if Biggio does pop off, then at second base, then it's all right, you can go play outfield. Go play center. Because George, do you really trust George in center? You know?
I trust George in center. It's just the injuries.
It's the injury, and I don't want him to get injured again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want him to get injured again. So he needs to move over to a corner or something. But anyways, back to the question. Who's your #1 trade target?
I don't know. I feel like Ketel Marte is the one gets talked about all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there's I feel like there's something else here that we could be missing here. You know, what's going on with Nelson Cruz? Nelson Cruz
he's a free agent. He's a free agent. He's a free agent.
You know, it's
So is he number one? Is he your number one?
I don't mean
signing?
my #1, but it's I feel like we can. You know, it's we're always looking at Ketel Marte. Oh, Ketel Marte. We got to give it the bag for this. Where are those under those ones that nobody's looking at, you know,
Pablo Lopez.
Yeah, well, people are looking at Pablo Lopez. They're I want to trade for a dude not Josh Donaldson, but Josh Donaldson. I want
not like Jose Ramirez,
not Josh Donaldson because
older,
but some older dude who isn't gonna cost a lot, but it's gonna bring some firepower to the team, and it's gonna bring a big strong presence, and it's hey we could get you on you could have a big resurgence of your bounce back career with us right now. You're 33 or 34 years old. You're gonna come over here and it's the league kind of forgot about you. You done your shit, and it's oh wait, but he's back now. It's Josh Donaldson, but it's not Josh Donaldson. It's somebody else that's Josh Donaldson.
Wait, what? Wait, okay. I'm thinking of someone, but why isn't it Josh? Why can't it be Josh Donaldson?
It's just because Josh Donaldson. I guess it could be Josh Donaldson, but I think that we've moved past that. I don't see that as being a reality.
Right.
Right. I think that it's that type of player though.
Yeah.
Who's still they're a dude. They're in the league. They're still doing stuff. But I mean, the league's kind of moved on from them a little bit. They're on a team that maybe they don't really want to be on right now.
Okay, well, this guy isn't old, but if you just take the age out of it, and you're thinking of someone older, if you take the age out of it, you're kind of describing Matt Chapman a little bit.
I'm describing Matt Chapman a little bit. I do really like Matt Chapman. I think that Matt Chapman is a guy that would be a great buy candidate right now, because he's not going to cost nearly as much as Ketel Marte.
Yeah.
He's still got time left, you know. It's he's literally defensively probably the best.
He's definitely one of the best.
Yeah, it's either him or Arenado. It's give or take. Which one do you want this year?
Yeah.
You know, so it's he's right up there. And he's one of those guys who it's he could put up Marcus Semien numbers last year.
Absolutely.
He could put up Marcus Semien numbers last year. You know?
Absolutely.
So it's one of those dudes, I think. Maybe Matt Chapman then. Maybe Matt
Chapman.
Chapman,
I think that's what you're thinking about. So that's your #1 trade target.
Yeah.
Then what was the other part of that question?
#1 free agent signing.
Kris Bryant. I feel like I've repeated that.
Yeah,
I am moving. I know what you're saying. I am moving more and more off of the Kris Bryant hype now that we've kind of separated from that whole free agency hype thing, because I see the downfall of not extending the boys and this defense is actually worse than Espinal's.
Yeah.
His defense actually cost games last year if you look at the stats.
I know, yeah. Espinal was elite as heck last year defensively. He was amazing.
Yeah.
But Kris Bryant was not where it needed to be defensively.
Yeah.
But at the same point, it's also Kris Bryant. It's also Kris Bryant.
That's it.
Right?
Exactly. If you're gonna sign someone from free agency and they're gonna be your number one, unless you're taking the underdog approach and like I'm shooting for this guy, but I feel like all my underdogs kind of left the board. Like Eduardo Escobar. Oh my God, Chris Taylor. Like all those guys that I wanted.
I
like
was big
gone.
on Dave Sclafani, dude.
Dave Sclafani.
I wanted
gone.
me some Dave Sclafani big time. I mean, we went out and got Gosman, but I mean. Like, fuck, I kind of wanted Dave Sclafani, you know, for way cheaper, more, you know.
Gone.
Like it's like gone, right? It's like, I feel like the league was looking at those guys too. It's like, hey, like, these guys are nice values right now. Like,
right.
You need these players to fill out your roster. So, like, come on our squad, you know. It's like, we don't really want to pay for the Carlos Correas of the world.
Yeah. But, yeah, so
I think,
who's your number one?
You know what? I still want... I still think that we need to like get a lockdown bullpen guy.
Facts.
You know? Like
facts,
like we've kind of been glossing over that a little bit, and like we're all like, oh, third baseman, but you know, it's like Espinal was doing it last year. You know, Espinal was doing it last year, and you look back at the starting pitching, and it's like we filled out that role or that hole that we had when Ray left. We got that. We already did that.
And like, we did trade for Simber and we did trade for Richards, but I still feel like there's many, many holes.
There's many, many holes. You know, it's like when I look at the difference of, you know, like what Espinal could bring or what Biggio could bring, like that's a big fall off compared to like some of those other assholes in the bullpen that I don't trust right now. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
And some of those guys who had pop off years last year for us, like, do I know for sure that Mesa is gonna be a guy? Like this year, like
I have decent confidence in Mesa. I have decent confidence in Mesa.
I have confidence, but it's like it's not like you have like a super proven career.
No,
you know?
no, but exactly. Our bullpen is very young.
It's very young. It's very like it could fall flat, and I don't want to get my hopes up like I did from the 2020 season. Yeah. Because I was like, Dolis, Romano.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all of these guys.
Because it was so new and it was so, like, short.
It was so short and it was like, they're so good. You know? And it's like, and then, no, like, everybody fell flat. And so I'm very skeptical right now.
But that's the bullpen in general, man. Like, bullpens are so, volatile like that. Like, they're so, like, one year they're good, one year they're bad. Mm-hmm. And, like, only the elites can be consistently good. And that is why I like Kenley Jansen.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, I get it. Like, he'll have some games where he really sucks. But he's still elite.
Who was the one guy that we were on that I really liked?
Chafin?
Yeah, Chafin. I think it was Chafin.
He's still available.
Yeah.
He's still available.
Super down.
Yeah,
and he's not going to cost that much money.
No one knows him.
It's like he's not going to cost. You know,
grab
it's like,
him.
This is a dude that's like you could get on a 2-year contract for like $10 million maybe even less than that.
Dude, even less.
Maybe
like you're talking total or like?
Yeah. You know, it's like
2 year, $5 million a year.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like this could be something that's just done. You know, it's like you're not gonna hear about it too much in the news. You're gonna hear about it, but like he could come out and like be a big contributor, right?
Yeah.